think I'm gonna start a new segment on this channel called Burrito Vlogs, which is just gonna be the same as all my other vlogs, but in a burrito. Yeah. So I heard a bunch of people are going back to school. Some people already went back to school. Some people are starting like this week, which is crazy. Like, Americans go back to school so early. I don't know when Canadians are going to school, actually. Well, I don't know when they're going to high school. I'm moving into school in 19 days, so that's fun. But I was in high school pretty recently, so I thought for those of you who are either starting high school or starting another year in high school, I can give you some tips, because there's a lot of things that I wish I learned earlier than I did. So my first tip for anyone who is in high school right now is you probably care too much right now about something. You probably care too much about what people think of you and what you're wearing and whether or not you wear makeup and how you do your hair. And you probably care too much about the fact that you did badly on one test. You care too much is what you're doing wrong, and that's why you're sad or stressed or whatever. Nobody cares whether or not you wear makeup. No one's gonna judge you for wearing it. No one's gonna judge you for not wearing it, and anybody who does, it's a piece of horse dookie and can stay out of your life. As for that one test you did poorly on, like, those tests are worth maybe less than 1%. A full 1% if it's a really big test. Like, they're worth so little. Maybe be a little concerned if you do badly on an exam, but you won't, because the other thing I need to tell you guys is exams are way easier than you think they're gonna be. Like, I was always shocked at how easy exams were. If you study, then you're golden for exams. The tests are really, really hard, but the exams are easy. The biggest thing that I tell anybody starting a new year in high school is to join extracurriculars. The majority of the friends that I made in high school, and like the lasting friendships that I had, were from people I met in my extracurricular activities. And also, like, all of my confidence came from my extracurriculars. I started off in grade 9. I was in, I think, only one extracurricular, and I didn't talk to anybody because I was a shy little turd. But as I went through my high school life, I joined more and more extracurriculars, and by the end of it, I was like, oh, why wasn't I doing this the whole time? Suddenly I'm a happy person. When did this happen? If you have a friend crush on somebody, it's very, very likely that that individual also has a friend crush on you. Don't be afraid to just go talk to people, because everybody in high school is awkward and uncomfortable and wants to be friends with people, but thinks everyone else around them doesn't want to be friends with them. But we're all in the same boat here. We're all really awkward beings. So just go talk to somebody. And if they don't want to be your friend, then go talk to somebody else. Somebody wants to be your friend, I guarantee you. Make friends. This is Flint. Always cuddle a dog after school. It makes your life much better and increases productivity on your homework. Take classes you like. That seems obvious, but it needs to be said to some people. There's a lot of people out there who think that it is essential to take classes to impress somebody or to seem smart. That's something I used to do. I signed up for chemistry class because I thought it would make me seem smarter, but I hated it and I was miserable. So then I dropped it and I took another music class, got a really good grade, and it was relevant to what I'm doing with my future. It's off again, the sun's setting, but oh well. Yeah, so the things that you are interested in are very likely going to be the things that you end up wanting to sign up for when you are registering for university, because there is no way in hell that you are going to spend 4+ years studying something you hate to go into a career you hate. So if something interests you and there's something that you're good at, take classes in that, because they're an important prerequisite to whatever you're going to do post-graduation. I didn't take drama at all, just because I was taking all these BS classes that I didn't need to make myself look smart. I didn't take drama until grade 12, and then realized that I wanted to go into theater in university, so I had to work my ass off and like get my stuff together to take grade 12 drama without prerequisites, and I was so incredibly lucky that I got into that class. Like, it was, you know, that's like a miracle. You usually can't get into grade 12 classes without prerequisites, and I did, and it was hard, But I ended up getting a good grade in the class, and now I'm going into something I love in university. So take classes you like, because it's actually very important to your future. Keep a blanket in your locker. This is something I started doing like at the end of grade 10, and it was just like, it drastically improved my life. Nobody judges you when you take a blanket to class. I did that a couple times in the winter because they like insufficiently heated my school, and everyone in my class was like, oh damn, Sydney is the smartest one here. Why didn't I do that? Also, you should probably keep a sweater in there as well, because they don't heat the classrooms well. Important things to keep in your locker include deodorant, because you're gonna forget it one day. Your hairbrush, because you're gonna forget it one day. Pads and tampons, if you are an individual who uses those. Some people are. Keep them in your locker. You're gonna forget to put them in your bag at some point in your life. Or one of your friends is gonna forget to put it in their bag. Just have them. For an individual who likes to wear makeup, keep powder in your locker, because let's be real, school is stressful. Stress makes you oily. Oil makes your stuff get messed up and smudgy and gross. One of the most important underrated supplies, school supplies, is highlighters. Oh my god, highlighters are so helpful. I think highlighters are the reason why I had straight A's in school. I have no idea what I'm studying and what I'm looking at and what I'm trying to learn if I am not color coding it in the order of like the Roy G. Biv rainbow. It's the only way I can learn anything is if I highlight my notes. And I'm sure somebody out there is the same as I am. This may seem dorky, but put your name on your pencils so bitches can't steal them, because somebody will try to steal your pencils. Get more than one friend to help you edit your essay. You can't trust one person. Get multiple opinions and get everyone to read it out loud. Because like I said in my tips for creative writing video, you need to read it out loud to see if it sounds awkward, because if it reads awkward, your teacher's gonna know. Also, you have to get to know your teacher when it comes to essay writing. This is something that I learned over the years. It's essays, there's no like specific structure when you're in high school. It's different when you're in university, but when you're in high school, it all depends on the teacher you have. With some teachers, you have to BS it. That sounds like terrible advice, but actually there are teachers out there who just love it when you BS your essays and make it fluffy and full of just random crap as long as you have a high word count. Other teachers can detect BS like that. That was a terrible snap. Like, I can't snap today. But they can detect it so fast. I actually had one teacher in both grade 11 and grade 12. She wouldn't let us go over, like, I think it was 800 words for a term essay. And then for our, like, end of term essay, it wasn't allowed to go over, I think, 1,200 words. And she would actually deduct marks if it went longer than that, because she was like, I know you guys are gonna start BSing stuff if it's any longer than that. Alright, it's getting really dark out here, so I'm gonna close this off with high school is really not as scary as the media makes it sound. It is exhausting at times and it sucks at times, but honestly, just go through life and do what your teachers tell you to do. Interact with humans, make friends who will help you edit your essays, and like who will hold you while you cry, because you're gonna cry at some point in your high school career and your friends are not gonna judge you for it because they are also going to cry at some point in their high school career. And you are going to graduate happy and satisfied and learned, and it's really not as bad as everyone says it is. So I believe in you. You're gonna do awesome. You're gonna be a wonderful student. And good luck in school this year. Love ya. Bye.